Welcome to the Hero Network.
Hola everybody, it is I, your Lord and Savior Nero, and welcome back to yet another part of Let's Play Sonic Robo Blast 2, brought to you by my Countdown to Sage 2014 series of videos. Anywho, we start off in Air Canyon Zone, and I just get rocked by a badnik. Those burrowing ones can be pretty dickish. Anyway, these are just one-act little demos. I didn't even realize I was getting sunk right there. These are like one-act little demo levels. The next two, anyway. This one and the next act. They're just single acts. So far, I do not believe 2-1 is going to get any additional acts for these levels, but they are going to be altered like most of them. I just can't remember too much of them. I know a big part of the next act is going to get cut out, but I don't even show that path off anyway, so... Anywho, this level can be quite dangerous, and these things right here are a major culprit of why I wanted to play as Knuckles in the first place. As doing it with Sonic can be quite dickish. Basically, I love these tumbleweeds. Although I don't show off too much kicking them around just because I want to be able to just show as much of this level off as possible in as little time as possible. Oh, okay, sorry. Well, damn it, I thought I was going to continue that. Now, don't do what I'm doing here. They have spikes on the bottom, and you have to jump into them. Thankfully, the shield I have, which name eludes me, I thankfully crossed that hit. It's a 2-hit shield, so I can still protect myself from the rings. I just gotta make sure not to hit those guys in the spikes, obviously. The thing I also killed is those guys right there. They can be rather dickish, and they're a little glitchy too. But yeah, they'll like they'll fly around rather slowly for a bit, but I don't realize what this little drop shadow here is for. It shows up as I continue on with the level. But the flying enemies are definitely don't take them lightly. In fact, a lot of the enemies in this level you should not take lightly. Yay, bounce that tumbleweed. You would imagine that at least a portion of that bridge would fall, but you know, I'm kind of glad it didn't, because then I didn't have to quick reaction time my way through it. That's what was actually causing the shadow. Told you would be able to see what it was the further we go along. Alright, head up here, we can grab some more rings, because why the fuck not? And I believe, yeah, this section you just gotta zoom right through it, but be very cautious at the same time. Because a lot of that ceiling is falling down, and that just cost me my life right here. Dead. Yeah, you're almost guaranteed to die there the first time you go through this act. Although this isn't the first time I went through this act, and certainly not the first time I've seen it either, so I had no true excuse to die there. Thankfully I didn't die there, so let's move on with the level, hit that tumbleweed just because. And speed shoes. Well, at least I get to show them off, kind of. Head over here and avoid those badniks. They sneak up on you. And there's a lot of them in here, so if you just choose a spot to spin dash into, and just sit there for a bit, you can kill them quite easily. I'm being careful about my jumps because I don't really want to have to climb and glide. I want to be able to show off some of how this level is played without constantly abusing Knuckles' abilities. And that's what I got for doing so. Blindsided by a fucking flying badness. Oh yeah, there's something wrong with the texturing on these things. The platforms are partially invisible, so since I'm Knuckles, I figured screw it, I'm just gonna glide over there. How many tumbleweeds am I gonna hit in this part? Oh. Dick. Okay, I think at this point I was just checking to see if there was an emerald token. But, because I know there's one on a ledge that looks like it would lead to a bottomless pit, but this ended up not being it, so sorry for wasting your time, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, let's take this spring, not hit that badneck asshole, and let's continue. Ooh, water in the desert. Yay! It's the palm trees. Jittery camera. Okay, I remember what I was doing there. I was checking to see if I could actually drown. That ding ding definitely proves it. Now this is pretty much the section where I don't like to play as Sonic. At this point I'm like, what happened to the second badness? Where is it? And then eventually to say screw it. Now you actually have to ride those, I guess they're, what are they, pulleys? I don't know. Yeah, you gotta ride those things, Death. Didn't even notice that badneck and happened to latch on. Bah. Done. But yeah, you gotta ride those pulley things, whatever you would call those, conveyor belts. You have to ride all of those as Sonic, but I mean, you gotta be really careful with it. The last time I was trying, I was using analog control with my PlayStation 3 controller. But since then, I figured, screw it. It feels more natural for me to use a controller, but with this game, I didn't even know I could climb on those until right there. That alternate path where you sell the rings at just leads to an extra life, but I wanted this act done. So head down here to what you think is going to be death, and you end the level. And yes, I do mean you end the level. Welcome to Red Volcano Zone Act 1. Now, I didn't want to actually make this a separate thing, because, yeah, I mean, that would be really short videos. But this level definitely needs some major improvements. But, really it was just put there, I guess, to show off that it is indeed a level design, but there's really nothing to this little one-act demo. So, you know, I can't wait till they start adding in more enemies, produce a better level layout than what we got currently. I actually wouldn't mind if they did the Blue Mountain or Blue Volcano, whatever it is, concept. I did not realize that was a crumbling one. I was like, no! Don't crumble! But because of that, I get turned around here. There's so little really to differentiate in this level. And since these items all reset or something, I don't know. I ended up turning myself around, so again, sorry for wasting your time. I'm kinda thinking about that right about here, but I'm still continuing anyway. Eventually I realized, yeah, at this point I realized, yeah, I'm going backwards. Fortunately, I didn't realize that was rising lava. So let's continue ahead. Grab that ring just for good luck. Ah, just barely. Got the ring though. Yeah, at this point I'm trying to keep my bearings while moving fast, just so I can get through these areas without accidentally turning myself around. And yay, we now continue fully ahead with the level. Now, I did mention that there's going to be some alterations in this one in the last level. Definitely turn around and grab this. Why wouldn't you want a shield in this level, right? Glide over that since the other end crumbled already. Uh-oh, okay. Thankfully this is a short level, but in the next build of this game, the 2-1 build, they're taking out a path that I did not end up taking here that allows you to skip, like, almost the entirety of the level. Yeah, that wasn't a good sense of time in there. I misjudged that one completely. Anyway, what's this? We actually get some geometry. So maybe in, as this level continues to get worked on, and we get like an Act 2, etc. Yay, extra life. I couldn't even tell what that was until I hit it. Anyway, head up here because, yep, invincibility was ending at that point. They're getting rid of a path that is present in this build, but I didn't take. That allows you to skip essentially the entire level, but I missed it, and I did want to make sure I could show off what this level has to offer. So I'm glad I missed it. Of course, we are playing as Knuckles, so I can just abuse his abilities, and for these 2 acts I figured... I mean, I wanted to show off a bit of Arid Canyon Zone, but with this one, there's really so little level that I don't see too big of a reason to continue with it. I will be showing off earlier versions through, you know, for a lot of the levels, through a playthrough of another mod called Sonic Robo Blast 2 The Past. I was glad I picked up at least a couple rings there, because at this point I'm just going to rape this area. Continue on, and once you hit up in this area, you know, hit the springs here, you're not going to be able to flip the signpost, but the level erupts, so just wait here, and we reach the end of the act. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call this a video because the next level is indeed an actual level, and it is a complete and utter bitch. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this part. If you did, like, favorite, comment, and definitely subscribe. I'm always looking for more. Anywho, I shall see you when I feel like it.